Yo, what's good people? So if you haven't already figured it out, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm pretty goddamn autistic. Now I'm going to tell you what exactly I think that means in this video. I'm going to tell you how I think it makes me different and even in some cases more interesting than your average UK chav. Now keep in mind there's a wide spectrum of autism. Many different people are going to have different personality traits, different quirks, experience different things. But I'm telling you about my own experiences and no one else's. So without further ado, I'll cut the waffle in and I'll tell you a little bit about myself, I guess. Now, the first thing I realised is I have a very addictive personality. If I like something, if I focus on something, I physically cannot think about anything else. A perfect example is my old content because I played that mobile game Marvel Contest of Champions for a very long time. Now keep in mind when I first started playing that game I had no intentions of doing YouTube whatsoever, but I still learned every single thing about every single character and it was all I thought about every day. But the drawback of this is although I have an incredible focus and when I'm locked in on something it's all I'll think about, I cannot multitask for the life of me because I'm focusing on that one thing so hard that I physically cannot think about anything else. Like if I'm playing a game and I'm enjoying it and I'm focusing, there could be a fucking asteroid in the background crashing down on Earth. There could be a grandma getting her bag stolen by a chav. And none of it is going to distract me from playing that game because I'm locked in. Like autism is the definition of being locked in for me. And once I've started something, I have to finish it. I remember so many times when I was doing challenges on MCOC, I would not stop until I've completed it under any circumstance. I would sit there for 4-5 hours doing the same thing over and over again until I got it perfect. And I physically just cannot do or focus on anything else until what I need to be done is completed. You get what I'm saying? Once I've started something, I have to finish it before I can even think about doing anything else. I'm also very direct and have a lack of a filter. Now, it doesn't matter to me how posh you are, how ghetto you are, whether you're a homeless man, a celebrity. I don't really idolize or look down on people whatsoever. I'll speak to you and treat you exactly the same. I'll start swearing every other sentence. If I think you're being annoying and rude, I'll tell you to piss off straight to your face. It literally does not matter who you are to me. I just do not have a filter, and a lot of the time words just come out of my mouth without thinking. But also, do I regret that? Not really, because I just don't care. I don't look up to people like a lot of other people do. Like, I don't like the idea of someone thinking they're better or worse than me, so I treat everyone the exact same without a second thought. And I do think this is mainly because of my autism, because I can't understand why other people do it so much, if you know what I mean. And because of this, I don't really lie, even if it would be beneficial to me. Like on my job application, for example, I'll tell everybody all my problems with my autism without a second thought, because in my mind they're just going to realize it when I get there anyway. So like, what's the point in lying? And I have no desire to like fake flex on Instagram or any other social media, because you're not living that life, and I don't understand why other people want to impress people. I couldn't care less about that. Even if I was absolutely balling, bro, you're never going to catch me flexing money on Instagram. Nah, I promise you now, when I have £1 million in my bank, which it will happen because I will be a successful YouTuber, I'll still be riding the goddamn bus, bro. I'll still be getting taxis. I'll still be shopping at Asda like Tyson Fury. I'm never going to change who I am based on what I have, because again, I just don't care about impressing other people apart from myself. Circling back to the obsessive personality trait, like I said, I really don't care what people think about me, but on the other hand, if you do start messaging me, I get like a strange weird anxiety, because if you don't message me back fast enough, I'll start getting like the worst case scenario thoughts in my head, thinking, oh, this person doesn't care about me, why haven't they messaged me back, and it's only been like 10 or 20 minutes. But then I'll also go on a 2-day streak without messaging them at all, and that's perfectly okay in my head, and I really need to work on that low key, because it's bad. I can't expect people to give me fast responses when I don't do it for them. But that's just how my brain is wired. I never message me something like, oh, I've got something to tell you, or something along those lines out of the blue, because I'll immediately assume it's something bad. Like, messaging me like, yo, hi, whatever, that's perfectly fine. But if you message like, oh, I've got something to tell you, or do you have a minute, I'll immediately assume you're about to give me bad news. So unless you actually have bad news, don't do that, because it makes my fucking anxiety go through the roof. I also find that I have quick mood swings, but it tends to match my environment and people around me. Like, if you're giving off angry vibes, if you're giving off sad vibes, if you're giving off happy, bubbly vibes, I'll tend to match that. And even if there's something that I shouldn't be sad about whatsoever, doesn't involve me, doesn't involve my family, doesn't involve anyone I know, if you're giving off that sad vibe, I'll match it even when I shouldn't. And even though I know I shouldn't be, I'm self-aware of it, I can't help it. It's just how my brain is wired. That's probably why I'm angry a lot of the time, because I'm stuck in the shitty UK and it looks goddamn depressing when I go outside. But anyway, another point is I'm a really good visual learner. If you show me how to do something, I can replicate it 99% of the time, almost perfectly. But if you tell me how to do something, no matter how clear your instructions are, I will struggle to do it. I need to be shown how to do something, but if you tell me how to do something, I basically can't do it. I don't follow instructions well whatsoever. And I really don't have a good sense of direction. I get lost very easily. I have no idea if that's just me being stupid or my autism, but it's something to point out. I'm also terrible at working in a team. It confuses me. I'd much rather work on my own than work with other people. I also have a deep love for animals. The way I think of it is weird, because I think like, what if there was a more evolved animal than humans? Would they eat us? We would call them monsters. We would say it's a tragedy. But we're eating less evolved animals like pigs, chickens, all that stuff. So I feel really bad about it. But I'm also hypocritical because I'm not a vegetarian. But like, I'm an extremely picky eater as well. I don't like many foods, so I don't understand how I could be vegetarian. But on the other hand, I'm also eating UK food, so maybe that's the problem. I'm obsessed with penguins. My dream is to literally just hug a penguin. That's all I want to do. I'm not allowed to, because penguins don't want to be hugged. But fucking hell, I would pay like £1,000,000 to have a pet penguin that would hug me. On God. When I'm rich, I'm literally going to build a fridge in my house and have a pet penguin. Mark my words. I hate large crowds. I hate being swarmed by a bunch of people. So I've never really gone to like parties or stuff like that. And I have no desire to, because I just don't like a bunch of people around me. I don't know if that's claustrophobia or I don't like the noise. I think it's a mix of both, to be honest. But yeah, I just don't like a bunch of people. Like about 4 or 5 is my limit in a group before it starts getting too much for me and I want to dip. I don't like people treating me differently, but I do appreciate them recognizing that I am different, if that makes sense. If you treat me different to how you treat other people, I won't want to talk to you and I'll call you out on it, because there's no need to do that. I'm a grown ass man, I can handle myself. I just come off as different to other people, which is perfectly fine. I understand some people aren't gonna like it, some people love it, and that's just the way it is. But the bottom line is, I'm not some alien. You don't need to speak to me in a different way. I just may be more out there than other people, is what I'm trying to get across. I think I'm done yapping for now. I could definitely make a part 2 to this, but honestly man, this isn't like my normal content. Normally I rant about stuff more and actually get angry, so I probably won't make a part 2 unless people really want to see it. So let me know if you have any specific topic or video you want me to rant about. Leave that in the comments as well. Support the channel, help me move out of the chav infested grey aura that is the UK, I beg, because it makes me slightly more depressed by each day. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.